Hello, everyone. Good morning or good evening, wherever you are. Can you hear me well? Is the voice clear? Write to me, please. Hello, anyone there? Can you hear me well? Can you hear me, guys? Okay, great. Hope you are all fine and doing well. As I promised you yesterday, I wanted to shed some light on this fight between the Incredible Hulk and Black Bolt. Actually, I've done this before, but wanted to reopen this analysis um, based on the new persona, the fractured sun. Of course, when I did this analysis years ago, the fractured sun was not there yet. So I just wanted to reopen this analysis, taken into consideration the recent feats the Hulk has accomplished. So let's get started. First of all, I would like to give you an idea in brief about the fighting history between these two. Um, yes, that was a scroll. That was a scroll imposter, not the real Black Bolt. So we will come to talk about that in minutes. But first of all, let me give you an idea about the fighting history between these two. Hulk and Black Bolt have fought in the past. They have fought in the past, and Black Bolt has always defeated the Hulk, not because he is physically stronger, but because he has a weapon. The Hulk, unfortunately, the Hulk has no defense against, namely the sonic scream. So Black Bolt has always defeated Hulk, but not because he is physically stronger, but because he has a weapon the Hulk has no defense against, namely the sonic scream. So actually, the first time they fought was, or the first fight took place in King Size Special Incredible Hulk, or King Size Special Hulk #1, which was published in 1968. 1968. This book, I assume, is older than us all, or maybe most of us. So the first fight took place in this book, King Size Special Hulk, in which Hulk fought the Inhumans and confronted the Black Bolt, as we see here. In this fight, Hulk traded punches with Black Bolt, and Black Bolt actually was proven strong enough to stand his own against the Green Goliath. So as we can see here, he punches the Hulk and he hurts him. But here, the Hulk retaliates and grabs Black Bolt, telling him that you are strong, but not strong enough to beat Hulk hand to hand. Now you can give up, or Hulk will crush you with his bare hands. Okay? Now here comes a very important statement. But as the sheer brute strength of the Hulk is about to crush the very life from Black Bolt's body, this is a clear statement that a verdict that the Hulk is physically stronger than Black Bolt. The sheer brute strength of the Hulk is about to crush the very life from Black Bolt's body. The most powerful of all Inhumans desperately resorts to the most deadly power of all. Most deadly or deadliest power of all. He opens his mouth and whispers one word, causing a wave of sonic sound. You see? So it was established from the very beginning that Black Bolt is not as strong as Hulk. He is not physically as strong as Hulk and cannot defeat Hulk depending on his own strength. However, he has a weapon. He has his sonic scream, which is powerful enough to subdue Hulk. So actually, he used his sonic scream and knocked Hulk out cold, as we can see here. That was the fight which took place in King Size Hulk, published in 1968. Now, another important fight took place in the Incredible Hulk number 175, which was published in 1974. And I assume that this book is older than all of us, or most of us anyway. So another fight took place in this book, and the same scenario was repeated. Black Bolt could not subdue Hulk with his own strength, so he resorted to the sonic scream. He destroyed everything around him, as we can see here. And actually, in this fight, he hurt himself and the Inhumans with his scream. And of course, he hurt Hulk. So, as we can see here, Hulk's ears, they were damaged, and eventually he collapsed. I don't know if we can consider this a clear win for Black Bolt, because he was hurt as well. But all in all, Hulk in this fight as well could not stand his own against the sonic scream. So that was the scenario which took place back in the late 60s and the 70s. It was established from the very beginning that Black Bolt was not as physically strong as the Hulk, but he had a weapon, a destructive weapon, the sonic scream, which unfortunately Hulk was defenseless against. Okay, we will see. But I just wanted to give you just an idea in brief about their fights. Of course, they have fought in other books, but these two fights were the most recognized and distinguished from the past. Now let's move on to World War Hulk number 1. This is part 1 of 5 issues run. Okay, in this book, as you all know, Hulk fought what people back then thought the real Black Bolt. This fight actually took place on the moon. This fight took place on the moon. Let's see what our friend here says. Black Bolt seldom uses his sonic scream. He only uses it if it needs to be. When he fought the Hulk, he used it because it's necessity already. Yes, of course, because it was stated from the very beginning that he can't defeat Hulk physically. He can't defeat Hulk with his fists, and we will see this in and we will see this statement repeated again in moments. So he had to resort to the sonic scream to defeat the Hulk. So actually, in World War Hulk, Hulk fought what was supposed to be the real Black Bolt on the moon, but this was actually rewritten later on, and it was revealed that this Black Bolt was not the real deal. It was a scroll shape-shifting as Black Bolt. Okay, so we all know this fight. Hulk attacks him. He uses the sonic scream again and knocks Hulk away. Then the scroll, or let's say the Black Bolt at this moment, and Medusa turned their back, thinking that they finished the Hulk, but Hulk just came back saying, "I did not come here for a whisper. I did not come here for a whisper. I wanna hear you scream. I wanna hear you scream." So he attacks Black Bolt, or the scroll, and beat the crap out of him. Okay, that was in general the fight which took place in World War Hulk, but it was revealed later on, as we all know, or most of you know, that this wasn't the real Black Bolt. That was actually revealed in Secret Invasion Inhumans #1. In this book, it was revealed that the real, again, it was revealed in Secret Invasion Inhumans #1. It was revealed that the real Black Bolt was captured by the Skrull Empire because they wanted to use him as their greatest weapon, of course, making use of his sonic scream. So when Hulk fought that Skrull on the moon, the real Black Bolt was captured by the Skrulls. So the Hulk fought in World War Hulk run was not the real Black Bolt. Okay? I think everybody knows that by now. So now there is a very important statement which took place in Prologue World War Hulk #1, World Breaker. Hulk says something interesting. I hope the words. Do I have to make it bigger? Maybe I can. Okay, this is much better, I think. Okay. So what Hulk says here basically is that Black Bolt is the leader of an entire city of monsters, or at least that's what humans would have called them. Did these Inhumans welcome me to their home on Earth's moon? No. They attacked me and attacked me until their leader Black Bolt stepped in, and then he came after me. Now, as we can see, Hulk again physically overpowers Black Bolt. Hulk says he was strong, but not strong enough to defeat me. He was strong, but not strong enough to defeat me. So Marvel did not change their view about these two scales of power. It is the same as it was established in the late 60s and the 70s. It's the same. Hulk is physically stronger than Black Bolt, but he is defenseless against his sonic scream. So, as Hulk says here, he is strong, but not strong enough to defeat me, at least not with his fists. Not with his fists. His power is in his voice. It's overwhelming, like a billion sonic waves. He is the only one who could have stopped me, and they all know it. So Hulk says that Black Bolt is the only one who could have stopped him, and they all know it. So this is actually a very important statement and verdict by the Hulk, actually giving Black Bolt his credits that he is insanely powerful, especially when he uses the sonic scream. He is so powerful, and there is no way to stand against this destructive weapon, at least not for the Hulk. So let's move on. Now, another interesting fight took place in the Infinity Run, part 4 of 6 issues run, starring the Mad Titan. In this run, as we all know, Thanos is chasing his son Thane. He wanted to kill Thane, and he confronts Black Bolt in Attilan, in his city, the city of, or the kingdom of the Inhumans. Now, long story short, um, Black Bolt refused to give Thanos any information about his son and immediately resorted to his sonic scream. So as we can see, he hit Thanos with his sonic scream for the first time here. First time. Of course, Thanos here is strong and durable enough to stand his ground. He doesn't go down. But with this scream, Black Bolt destroys Attilan. No, I've just explained that. That was a Skrull imposter, not the real Black Bolt. It was a Skrull shape-shifting as Black Bolt. You probably were not around when I was talking about this. It was a Skrull shape-shifting as the real Black Bolt. As Black Bolt, the real Black Bolt was captured by the Skrulls when Hulk fought the Skrull imposter on the moon. So that was not the real Black Bolt. No. So as we can see, Black Bolt used his sonic scream and destroyed the city, but Thanos did not go down. So what is this? What has he done? Thanos emerges from under the debris, and he noticed that the voice of Black Bolt activated the Terrigen bomb. He activated the Terrigen bomb. Okay? Now, he confronted Black Bolt again, and he said that this should be finished with blood on our hands. So Thanos was determined to destroy Black Bolt here. Black Bolt uses his sonic scream for the second time and hits Thanos again. But Thanos is still so powerful, so durable that he does not go down and attacks Black Bolt. He pounds on him, demanding to know where Thane is. Where is my son? Where is the boy? You will tell me. But Black Bolt refused to say a word and hit Thanos for the third time, and this time from point zero. So Black Bolt in this story hit Thanos with the sonic scream for 3 times, yet he could not defeat him. As we can see, he destroyed Thanos' armor, but could not put him down. Thanos then managed to close Black Bolt's mouth and hit him with great force, telling him that keep your secrets for yourself and carry them with you to the grave. He hit him so hard, and again, knocking him out cold. Okay? No problem. No problem. Yes. You can watch the live stream when we are done, and you will see that World War Hulk did not fight the real Black Bolt. It was a Skrull imposter, because the real Black Bolt was captured by the Skrulls back then. So as we can see here, Thanos managed to destroy Black Bolt. However, it was revealed later on it was revealed later on, as we can see here, that when Black Bolt fought Thanos in that fight in the Infinity Run, he was kind of weakened. He was not fully powered because the Terrigen bomb was unleashed. Okay? So as Maximus says here, that's right, it was me, Maximus the Mad. As a result of the Terrigen bomb, your powers are greatly diminished. Okay? So to maintain credibility, we had to mention that it was pointed out or revealed later on that as a result of the Terrigen bomb, which was unleashed in that Infinity Run, Black Bolt's powers were diminished. So this, in a way or another, explains why Thanos managed to stand his ground against 3 sonic screams, because Black Bolt was not fully powered. Anyway, I'm not trying to take anything away from Thanos. That was an impressive feat for sure. But just to maintain credibility, we had to point out that Black Bolt was not fully powered when he attacked Thanos in the Infinity Run. Okay? Now, just to give you an idea about how powerful Black Bolt can be, how powerful his sonic scream is, this, in my opinion, is one of his most impressive feats ever. One of his most insane feats ever. Okay? Black Bolt here is in a lab monitored by Reed Richards and Tony Stark. They ask him to say something or to speak, as we can see here, and he opens his mouth, and this time he is fully powered. He opens his mouth, and here is the result. So Reed says, activating amplification devices, focusing sound wave energies. Now Tony says, good Lord, the power output is incredible. The power output is incredible. I can't believe he holds in that much power. I can't believe he holds in that much power. Why did he say that? Because Black Bolt managed to make a hole in the fabric of reality. He made a hole in the fabric of reality. Is that what a hole in reality is supposed to look like? As you can see, this is how powerful he is. So I think in this case, in a well-written story, no one should be, shocked or surprised if Black Bolt can defeat Hulk, Thor, or even like gods with his sonic scream, because he is insanely powerful. I'm not speaking about his physical attributes, but about the sonic scream. And this, in my book, is one of his most impressive feats ever. He made a hole in the fabric of reality. Okay, this is just to give you an idea about his feats in the canon reality, in the 616 reality. Let's move on to check one of his feats in alternate realities, and this time in King Thanos run. We all know King Thanos. In this alternate reality, Thanos' future self managed to defeat the Marvel Universe, and he managed to kill the most powerful beings in this universe, including the Living Tribunal, Galactus, and the Celestials. But how did he defeat the Celestials? Thanos defeated the Celestial by first he subdued Black Bolt, he defeated Black Bolt, then he stabbed him in his guts to force him to scream. Okay? Thanos defeated the Celestials by stabbing By using Black Bolt, he stabbed him in his guts and forced him to scream, thus destroying the Celestials. So even in alternate realities, it is pointed out, it's emphasized how powerful Black Bolt's sonic scream is. So this actually explains why Hulk so far has never defeated Black Bolt. Again, not because he is physically strong. He is definitely not physically stronger than Hulk, but it's because of the sonic scream. Okay, so now the point is that now let's get back to the story. To our story, to Hulk versus Thanos, which took place in the latest Incredible Hulk annual. Okay, which was the topic of the last live stream. Sorry, scream, not scream, but stream. I'm not going to go into details because I've already spoken about this event. You can go back to the last live stream if you want more details. But I just want to remind you that the current Hulk's persona, the Fractured Sun, managed to defeat Thanos in one-on-one. He took his most offensive attacks or assaults, he tanked his destructive beams, and eventually managed to put him down. Okay? And this Thanos has defeated Black Bolt in the past. It's true that, as we have just seen, that Black Bolt probably was not fully powered, but still, Thanos has defeated Black Bolt in the past. So does this mean that this Hulk would have a chance against Black Bolt since he managed to defeat Thanos? I would say yes. I would say yes. This Hulk is extremely powerful. This Hulk is extremely durable. And if the writer wanted to break the norm, which was established in the late 60s and 70s, that Black Bolt always defeated Hulk, if the writer wanted to break the norm with this Hulk's persona, no one would blame him, because this Hulk is incredibly powerful. He absolutely would have a chance to stand his own and defeat Black Bolt. But again, if the writer wanted Black Bolt to win, it's also possible. And no one should be shocked, because again, Black Bolt is incredibly powerful. And it was established from the very beginning that Hulk would have no defense against the sonic scream. So if we just go through this fight again. So Hulk actually fought a wonderful fight against Thanos in this one, and there was nothing mentioned about Thanos being weakened at all. He was fully powered, and he was in position of the Mind Stone. He tried to control Hulk's mind, but Hulk was so fast in his attack, so did not give Thanos much of a chance. So as we can see here, Thanos used his destructive beams against the Hulk, which, as I've mentioned before, knocked Galactus himself away. Yet Hulk was powerful enough to tank the beams and still attack Thanos. Thanos managed to put Hulk in a headlock, then cracked his neck, broke his neck, then foolishly turned his back on Hulk because he thought that he finished Hulk. He underestimated his healing. Hulk just healed in seconds. and that was Thanos' mistake. He turned his back on Hulk. Hulk attacked him, hit him so hard, made a crater in the ground, and put him down. Of course, as I said before, it wasn't Hulk's fault. It was Thanos who turned his back on Hulk. So we were not expecting Hulk to ask Thanos to turn around to hit him in the face. It's just like that. It was Thanos who committed this fatal mistake and turned his back on Hulk. So Hulk hit him so hard and put him down. Thanos could not get up again and was weak and defenseless against Colleen's attack. He could not even defend himself against her stab in the head. Okay? So, as I've just said, if this Hulk is powerful enough to cause the Mad Titan all this damage, he defeated Thanos fair and square, I believe that he would have a chance defeating Black Bolt. And the writer would feel comfortable doing that. The writer of this imaginary fight would feel comfortable writing the Fractured Sun defeating Black Bolt, because this persona is extremely powerful and extremely durable. However, if he just wanted to follow the norm which was established, the rule which was established a long time ago from the very beginning in the late 60s and 70s, then no one should be shocked that Black Bolt managed to defeat Hulk again, because this sonic scream is incredibly, insanely powerful. And I've just shown you how powerful he can be, making a hole in the fabric of reality itself. Okay, so my final verdict about it, that it could go either way. I believe that the Fractured Sun could defeat Black Bolt because he's so powerful, he is so durable. He managed to defeat the Mad Titan. He managed to defeat the primordial god called the Eldest. So he's so powerful, so strong, so durable, and he is smart, cunning, and intellectual. He is not simple-minded brute like the Savage Hulk. So he has all what it takes to defeat Black Bolt. However, Black Bolt would also have a great chance defeating Hulk if the writer decided to follow the norm which was established years ago or decades ago, and changing nothing about it. Well, you're saying here that he should only be able to beat the Savage Hulk up to a certain point with the Sonic Scream, and after that Hulk would overcome it and proceed to smash him. Well, it depends. Again, it depends on the writer. If the writer wanted Hulk to overcome it, because if the writer decided that Hulk should be defeated, then he will be defeated. He won't be able to overcome it, because it's not about how strong he is. It's about his eardrums. You see, he just damages his eardrums. He ruptures his eardrums. So and Hulk's healing would kick in immediately, so he would heal his ears to be ruptured again. So that's the problem, in case he was not knocked out cold, for example. So it all depends on the writer. If the writer wanted Hulk to overcome it, then he would overcome it. If not, then he would be defeated. Thanks, brother. So that's all about it. I just wanted to shed some light on the fight's history between Hulk and Black Bolt. In general, it's safe to say that Hulk has never defeated Black Bolt, not because Black Bolt is physically stronger, but because Hulk is unfortunately defenseless against his Sonic Scream. However, the feats of the current Hulk's persona is quite impressive. He managed to defeat primordial gods. He managed to defeat Thanos as well. And we will see how he would fare against All-Father Thor, because they are going to fight in a couple of issues. Like, I think it's going to be in Hulk number 27, published in June or July, I'm not sure. So we will see how Hulk would fare against All-Father Thor, taking into consideration that this is not the regular Thor he is going to fight. This is All-Father Thor. This is Thor with the Odin power. Yeah, this is King Thor. So I don't know, again. I mean, this Hulk is powerful and everything, but that's not a regular Thor. So if Thor managed to defeat Hulk, we should not be, shocked that, oh my God, he defeated Hulk. Well, this is an Odin-powered Thor. In case Hulk won, this means that this Hulk, this fractured sun, is God level. If he managed to defeat Thor with the Odin power, this means that he has a chance defeating Odin himself. But we will wait and see. Okay, so Hulk has never beaten Black Bolt. As for the current fractured sun, I believe that based on his feats, he would have a great chance defeating Black Bolt, but it all depends on the writer, because the Sonic Scream is one of the most powerful and destructive weapons in the Marvel Universe. Black Bolt can literally make a hole in the fabric of time-space or reality or whatever. He's so powerful when he is written correctly, so it could go either way. No, brother, again, that was not the real Black Bolt. That was a Skrull shape-shifting as Black Bolt. During that event, the real Black Bolt was captured by the Skrull Empire. I've just spoken about that, so you could, get to the live stream when we are done. That was not the real Black Bolt. Yes, physically. He is the strongest there is. Yes, you've just said it, physically, but not necessarily the most powerful. Okay? There is difference. So that's all for this live stream. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be doing more live streams in the future. Just if you want me to discuss a topic in specific, please write in the comment section below. Until then, don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Have a nice day all. Bye for now.